Hi guys, before we get into the video, did you manage to check out the link for your pop-out poster? I received my poster and it's a must-have if you're an Arsenal fan, and it's available all around the world. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to look at Hertha Berlin's Matteo Guendouzi decision, which gives Mikel Arteta an unwanted Arsenal transfer problem. And also we're going to look at what Mikel Arteta did when Tottenham Hotspur lost to Dinamo Zagreb. So the first transfer headline states that Hertha Berlin's Matteo Guendouzi decision gives Mikel Arteta unwanted Arsenal transfer problem. So the reports are stating that Matteo Guendouzi is set to return to Arsenal when his loan with Hertha Berlin comes to an end in the summer. The German side have decided against making a permanent move for the unsettled Gunners star, according to reports in Bild. Guendouzi fell out of favour at the Emirates last season, with Mikel Arteta to get the player off the books at the club. However, having failed to secure a permanent move away, the Frenchman was instead sent out on loan. After initially impressing in the German capital, Matteo Guendouzi has lost his place in the starting lineup in recent weeks following the sacking of manager Bruno Labbadia. The fiery midfielder was also involved in controversy earlier this season, publicly rowing with Hertha teammate Matteo Cunha during a defeat to Hoffenheim in January. As the club battles against Bundesliga relegation, Matteo Guendouzi's chances have been limited, and now it appears that he has no future with Hertha. The Bild report claims the player is conspicuous for his theatrical appearances, which the club are unimpressed with. Mikel Arteta is now left with a tough decision to make about the 21-year-old upon his return to the club. Although every indication suggests that he has no plans for Matteo Guendouzi, if he is unable to sell the player before the end of his contract, he may be stuck with an unhappy presence in his changing room. The Gunners will hope to try and attract suitors when the window opens in order to finally cut their losses with the player they signed from Lorient as a teenager in 2018. Guendouzi himself has hinted he hopes to fight for his place at the Emirates if the opportunity is given when he returns to London. This summer will be a decisive moment. I belong to Arsenal for another year, he said in a recent interview with France Football. From the moment that I am playing for Arsenal, I will give everything for the club, the fans, the team and the staff. So it looks like Matteo Guendouzi has made his decision to come back to Arsenal, and it looks like Hertha Berlin, after the sacking of their previous manager, have no intentions to sign Matteo Guendouzi, who once again has been involved with controversy after his role with his teammates in the form of Matteo Cunha and his problems with the team overall and his conspicuous reasoning to his theatrical appearances. And hopefully Mikel Arteta will have some form of an idea regarding Matteo Guendouzi. And also, we're going to now look at what Mikel Arteta did when Tottenham lost to Dinamo Zagreb. So the reports are stating that there were contrasting fortunes for the two North London clubs in the Europa League. Arsenal fans were left in hysterics at the expense of rival Spurs following the Lily Whites' humiliating Europa League exit at the hands of Dinamo Zagreb. Despite leading 2-0 from the first leg, Spurs suffered a disastrous trip to the Croatian capital, going down 3-0 and crashing out of the competition 3-2 on aggregate after extra time. The Gunners were themselves having difficulties in their last 16 tie, but managed to progress despite a 1-0 home defeat to Olympiacos, after edging 3-2 courtesy of a 3-1 win in Greece a week earlier. Mikel Arteta was conducting his post-match press conference while Tottenham Hotspur was still in action. Unknown to the Arsenal boss, Zagreb star Mislav Orsic had just fired in his decisive hat-trick goal to send Spurs out. After being told by a reporter what had happened, Mikel Arteta was left stunned and almost speechless. Does it actually matter how you won tonight because Spurs have just lost? The journalist informed the Arsenal manager. A shocked Mikel Arteta visibly bit his lip to contain his shock, although the Gunners fans have speculated that he was actually suppressing laughter at the news. Mikel Arteta managed to regain his composure and answer the question about his side. Well, it does matter because it's not about the result, but the performance and the direction that we want to take, as well as the confidence and the level of consistency that we have to show after a good performance to do it again. Arsenal have been drawn against Slavia Prague in the quarter-final after the Czech side eliminated Rangers. Should they progress, the Gunners could face the prospect of a reunion with former boss Unai Emery and his Villarreal side in the semis, or Tottenham's conquerors Dinamo Zagreb. So Mikel Arteta had tried to contain his laugh, as many Arsenal fans have spotted, as he tried to hold his laugh, as all Arsenal fans realised from the press conference he had straight after the match. But when it comes to Arsenal as a whole now, we're not Spurs. Okay, Spurs have now lost their chance of making into the Europa League final and winning the competition. But now, as we have this rivalry, we can make our laughs, we can have our fun then. But if we do the same thing and lose against, say, Slavia Prague in the quarterfinals, or lose against Villarreal side, which I'm really scared about when it comes to Villarreal, I'm really scared about the second leg, mark my words, guys, because I don't want Arsenal to lose, but these things do happen, and I have a strong feeling when it comes to Arsenal, and their away performances have been shocking sometimes. But hopefully Arsenal don't do what Spurs done, and hopefully they can make it all the way to the final and win the competition, and hopefully we get an easier opponent, maybe Manchester United, but hopefully we have to first look at what is in front of us right now, and that's the quarterfinals. Let's progress from that. Hopefully, I got faith in this Arsenal team, but they can also do you dirty as well. So you have to wait and see what happens, where we get up, how we end the season, and other than that, guys, remain blessed, stay tuned for the next video, and peace.